Okay, welcome back to PyraPOD, and today I'd like to make a short video or short introduction to a new design. Well, it is a new design, but actually it's based on old part, or old existing part, So if you look at this structure on the arc part, this part, actually you'll recognize, this is the same arc as we used for PyraPOD for G17 and PyraPOD 8 G12, So for those who have followed our videos, and they will know that we use this type of arc extensively, almost in every design, and it's the same arc, repeating all the time. This time we instead of using it just by itself, we connect two of this, right? So double of this arc, and then connect it to form a big arc, like a rainbow arc, because this arc that's a 60-degree arc, if you find the center of the round shape, right, then you find this is a 60-degree arc, right? You see, you draw a line, and then you find the origin of this arc. But if you do the same thing over here, you will find the origin is roughly here, and the angle of the axis will be 120 degrees. So this is like a rainbow, right? So anyway, so we simply use one of this arc and then connect them together as one big arc, and then we can form the roof structure, for this building. And then we simply extend it, stretch, for example, we use this, we call this the X panel, right? And then we just at the base of the X panel, then we just stretch this, just to place this over rectangular area, right? And the same thing over here. Then we have this piece, this part, right? That's this part. It's a long rectangular. The width is roughly 12 meters, and the length is 24 meters, right? And then same thing over here, do the same. So, and then between the rectangular area, we have a triangle, right? So, and this triangle, the edge length of this triangle is 24 meters. So anyway, so, and then we can come up with this 16 edges shape, right? So now we have P4, PyraPOD 4, then PyraPOD 8 means octagon, 4 means rectangular, but keep expanding this, keep doing this, and then we have 16. So we call it PyraPOD 16. And then it's almost like it looks like from the top it looks like a sunflower, right? And there's a center, and then there's a stretch from the center to all directions. So this is it. And so we can call it sunflower pot, right? Or sun pot. Yeah, so because it looks like a sun, and the shape, the general shape, right? So you can that's one way. And also we can instead of placing the extended arc, the 120-degree arc, that way we can do this, right? Simply place the 120-degree arc like this, then and just lay them parallel to each other, we can come up with a rectangular structure, right? I'm talking about this footing, right? So, and then if you keep doing this, then we have, this, right? This. So just let you know, there's a lot of ways to do this, and you do this without making a new part. I mean, for example, for the arc, right? Because the arc is the hardest part, because it's large. You have to bend it, and you have to bend it to the precisely, right, to the dimension, to the degree, right? So but then once you've done that, then you can just repeat, right? And so here, repeat twice, you can form the 120-degree arc, right? And then it's kind of a rainbow, and then you can create a structure like this, or like this, in a square, in a rectangular shape, right? So and also let's quickly look at the inside thing. In the center, we can do planting, do a lot of growing, right? Or for decoration, trees, right? This is huge, right? This is three story for the residential, and one big story. This is almost a two-story, right? But you can call it one story, one floor, and a total of four. And then with this is much higher. You see here, if it's two-story, then this is three, right? This is four, like a four-story building, right? So anyway, so the center is will be the garden, for the entire community, right? In this case, we showed it everywhere. There's a living place, right? This is mainly for human living, for community living, right? You can call it a apartment complex, right? But you can, depending how you structure it, right? You can do a lot of landscaping, right? For example, for this entrance, you can, instead of having on this side, the entrance here, right? You can even have another type of thing. You can create a waterfall here, right? And then this, terraces, right? And the water falling down, right? And then and then coming to the ground, So there's a lot of ways to do things, right? But we didn't present it that way, because this is basically mainly for community living, right? But in one of the area, you could do that, right? And then it would be best. Okay, and also for this area, this all the area that covered by the arc, the 120-degree arc, right? Then that's can be fully dedicated for growing, right? So that's why we just use two trees to represent this is a growing area. Okay, and also with this design, you can see there's a large wide. There's a wide what do you call it? A wide passage, right? For people to run, to walk, and walk around all the perimeter of this building, right? So anyway, this is something, that can be done easily, and so beside growing, you can have a place for people to exercise, right? And exercise within a covered area, right? So this is something, you can do easily. So we present this possibility and this idea, hopefully inspire someone, and then you can see that you can use this to either build a greenhouse, completely dedicated for growing, or having people live on the main floor, the second floor, and the rest, all for growing, right? So it's can be a combination of many things, right? And and depending on the how you use the land, most people get a land like the rectangular shape, right? And in this way, you want to use the land to its fullest, right? Then the full scale, right? Then you can use the rectangular or configuration, right? But for those who don't want to do that, who want to have different kinds of shape, right? Like this sunflower community living complex, then you can do this, right? And and then you have a central, you can call it a food court, or public gathering, right? Or just fully dedicated for tropical crops, tropical plants, right? And the landscaping, so this way, it looks so nice. So anyway, that's it. Next video, make sure you subscribe. Next video, maybe do something even better. Okay, I won't say it because I want to keep it secret. So when we present it, you'll be surprised, right? So okay, so that's what I want to say for today. Hope this inspire you. Get you excited about what you can do by opening up the roof. Let the sunshine come in, let the free solar energy come in and collect it and be used. I have to stress one more time. We use the sun to heat and cool at the same time. And a lot of people think, oh, this is impossible, right? Yeah, I can understand. You use the sun, use the solar thermal energy to heat, the building. That's obvious, right? Because any greenhouse is hot when you have the sun over your head, right? But a lot of people don't understand that cooling part. For cooling, we actually use the water. We simply spray water in the double layer cavity. By the way, I need to point out. See here, we have 1 meter separation between the outer layer and the inner layer. Right. This is the cavity. You can spray water. And then to cool the space, and then cool the entire roof. So this is what we call a cold roof, system, and also when we can collect the capture the solar thermal energy in water, right? Because when the water absorb the solar energy and just flow down and then just gathered together at the bottom. Normally we bury underground, so all the water will be stored in underground, and then use a pump to bring it up to the roof, right? So that's the situation. That's why we can use the system to do both heating and cooling, right? Heating source coming from the sun, cooling source, cooling mechanism is accomplished by using water, right? Using water is the best thermal mass, so and it has the highest capacity for solar heat. So that's why, right? And that's simple, bloody simple. So simple that even a high school student can understand, Yeah, so we hope that through so many videos presented, you can understand what it is, and then you can be inspired, you can be excited, and then use it, right? And yeah, use it. Yeah. So good. I'll see you next time. For those who haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe my channel, and there'll be more like this. And there'll be real also videos to show the real thing, right? As you know, I'm building a living model of PyraPOD for G17. You know, the smallest design so far, and it is in production in our factory, and will be, yeah, we'll start to sell it, pretty soon, so, and there's a plan for this, so we like to keep it as a secret for now, but in the next video or two, you're gonna start to see what's the secret, is, right? And you'll be surprised, and then we're gonna tell you that we are the one who will use our own product. We are the one who will demonstrate how it works, and what's the result, what's the real result of the actual use, right? Okay, yeah, see you next time.